Welcome back to The Sims 2, and without further ado, let's get on to the next level, called What Digs Beneath. Something strange is lurking under the... okay, is that a wid or grid? I don't... Sands of Strangetown. Is it a friend or a foe? Well, if it's looking under the sand, then it surely isn't a friend of Anakin Skywalker. Ah, I see you like rats. Okay, yeah, thanks for giving away what was lurking under the sands. Those Strangetown... I don't know if I'm allowed to say that without getting cancelled. We'll get a kick out of this one. You like your job a little too much, I think. So we start off by talking to Jimmy the knee piercing, who is talking about... I have no fucking idea. When those things hit the ground, it made an awful racket, I'm telling you. A big crash. Yeah, sorta like that. Okay, I know that was very coincidental, but are you really gonna act like that mini earthquake was just a normal thing? What the hell just happened? Anyway, a giant rat comes by, praying and stalking at night. Looky there, a cute little rat. Okay, I'll give it to you, it is cute, but in what way is it a little rat? What horrifying rats have you seen? Another one comes by and Jimmy the Towhair just casually wonders where they all come from. What has to happen for you to be slightly concerned? So either a big airplane full of rats crashed, or... something. It's a bit anticlimactic. Or a meteor full of space rats. None of this seems out of place to you. So he wants off to find the microfish... however the hell you pronounce that. And then some spooky music kicks in. Yeah, this isn't the kind of music that will play if I'm gonna find a horde of puppies. It's gonna be something terrifying, like... Daddy Big Bucks. So instead of looking for where the rats came from, we go into Frankie's house, find the micro... thing in the fireplace of all places, and give it back to Jimmy the liver transplant for the hidden objective. Well, while we're here, we may as well go see Frankie. The only thing I don't control in this town is the weather, but I'm getting close. Okay, this guy is gonna become a supervillain one day. This is the origin story. Okay, so now we head off to find the source of these rats, but first we need to visit this farmer guy where we get an errand. I built this here fancy chair for Miss Hogg, but I'm too shy to deliver it myself. That or you've booby-trapped the chair and you're gonna frame it on me when it kills her? I don't trust this town. But before he tries to murder me, I'm gonna show my worth by helping him on his farm. So we're gonna play Cattle Cleanup. This is a mini-game where you get to... collect cow poop. And people would rather play the new Call of Duty. What other game allows you to pick up cow poop? It's every gamer's dream. Oh, but watch out for the charging bull and the... green radioactive poo. Just casually thrown in there, like, yeah, watch out for the cow literal nuclear waste. So yes, this minigame is literally just going around picking up cow poop. And may I say, this is an alarming amount here. Like, there's only like 1 or 2 cows here, and look how much they're dropping. Like, this is not healthy. It must be that nuclear waste, seeing as they have flooding radioactive poo. But don't worry, your tractor can leap in the air like a gymnast, so at least you can catch the floating cow poop. You can also run into the cows too, I don't think they mind to be fair. Well, after living my dream of cleaning up cow droppings, now I can go follow those rats. Which leads me to this mine, which leads me to a zombie Lord Farquaad. So this is Lord Mole, Lord of the Moles, who tells me to get him a bunch of stuff. By this point, this game has broken my brain, this all makes sense to me. So we leave the cave and, you know, it's weird that you do that eerie sound effect for the human, but not the giant anthropomorphic mole in the cave. Is this thing scarier than that? Well, yes, actually she is. This is Penelope, and seems to be an FBI agent. Much scarier than that mole person, as she speaks informal. She's also quite prejudiced. Mole people are apparently inherently devious. Where'd you get that information? Some random X page with 10 followers? Well, anyway, she tells me to go find the stuff he's asked me to get, which includes your usual suspects: cactus spines, fissionable plutonium, very tasty, rubber waters, and scrap iron. Unless we're making some, like, nuclear robot cactus dishwasher, I don't know what we're going for here. So the first place we go into is the factory, where we meet this cute little guy, Optiman Alfred. I like him because he's a robot and not a human. And he seems friendly, though I'm not quite sure why he was just staring at a wall when I came in. So we can get some scrap metal from Alfred so long as we help him in the next minigame called Chop Chop. which apparently is Mr. Fusili's not-so-legal chop shop. This guy is seeming more and more like a supervillain of this town. So chop shop works like this. You're next to this conveyor belt and have to throw car parts into the right places. These car parts include bottles of water, blue cakes, and red teapots. That's what all cars are made out of, it seems. This is an incredibly inefficient way of working. The parts go so fast across this conveyor belt, and Prick here has to use super speed to sort them all into the right place. No wonder Alfred needed help with this. He is incredibly understaffed. How is one person meant to do all this alone? Your score is determined by the part with the lowest count, so it's probably best to keep everything level. Don't skimp on those red teapots. Mrs. Dorothy really needs her afternoon tea, or she'll try and kill her husband again. Eventually the conveyor belt will just stop, and Prick will understandably be pretty concerned. I mean, I guess the bright side is this is only a short shift. I mean, going to work for 1 whole minute isn't too bad. I'm getting paid 130 for that minute. Why don't I get paid £130 a minute? Excellent work, human. Your skills are beyond reproach. See, if Alfred was a human, he'd probably be giving me a hard time. Why aren't we letting AI take over the world? We'd be so much better for it. I only have to work a minute a day, so we're allowed to demolish this shelf and take the iron, but we need someone strong to do it. The first person we go to is Tank, who immediately gets aggressive. I swear I should stop talking to this guy. He won't help me unless I have a friend conversation with him, and by this motion I think he's threatening me to do so. So I guess I better talk to him. Come on, dude, you were just complaining that I don't keep my friends, and when I try to talk to you, you're like, nah, I don't care. Maybe he just needs a little entertaining. Aha, that's it. Nope, I think he's bored of it now. How can he get bored of this? I don't know. So now he listens to me and agrees to help me. So now we have Tank chasing after me, before I just stop and run in circles for a bit. He must be very confused. And we arrive at the workshop, only for Tank to decide he doesn't want to help me after all. Because as an officer and a gentleman, he cannot justify breaking the law. Despite the fact that we have permission from the owner to do this and it isn't illegal. But he won't listen to that. Instead he will insult me and leave. This is the last time I asked anything from you. I'm talking to Ward Warrior Animal next. So now we need to find someone else to help me. But first we're gonna shoot Tank for ditching me. He just casually walked away, that saddens me. We then go talk to Jimmy the Wimmy Fimmy, who is also being aggressive. Everyone is so hostile. Apparently he's busy guarding something. But if he was my friend, he would talk to me. So, you know what I need to do now? Entertain him, of course. See, I'm even improving my entertaining skills. And now we're friends with Jimmy the Rev Sullivan. What can I help you with, my friend? See, entertain people, and you can get them to do whatever you want. That was very poorly worded. And apparently I entertained him so much that he doesn't even remember what he's doing. No. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why am I saying things? So Jimmy the Jimmy Johns agrees to help me. And in doing so, scares the hell out of me with this one cycle. This is the last thing I want to see running at me in the middle of the night. I'd have nightmares for centuries. Oh, hold on. Important mission on hold, I have a phone call. Thank you for taking this short phone survey. You have been awarded 50 simoleons for your time. Okay, so the potential end of the world by mole people can wait. I have to go do a phone survey for whatever reason. At least I get paid for it. 4 more surveys and I can afford a paddle and ball. So now we're here. And Jimmy the sprinting demon actually agrees to do it. Though he apparently thought we were jumping someone. I mean, if you want, you can go jump Daddy Big Bucks for me. Well, now we have our scrap iron. Next it's off to the casino to talk to Luther Big Bucks. Am I a witch fool? What do you mean fool? Did Prick actually go up to him and be like, hey Luther, you're a witch fool, aren't you? What a prick. Plutonium? Who told you that? I know nothing about fissionable plutonium 239. You're still on the 239 stuff, dude? 487 is where it's at. Not a thing. Would you stop it with that? But now I have to give him 300 simoleons so he'll tell me where the plutonium is. And he'll learn about plutonium, wink wink. You know anyone listening to this conversation? Surely he's going to be asking, why is he paying 300 simoleons for him to go study? But as we go back home, we can see a package with a note inside. Okay, who puts a note in a parcel box? Like, why not an envelope? And now we have to grab the plutonium that's hidden behind City Hall. See, you could have just put that in the package, instead of hiding this illegal substance behind a bloody government building. Anyway, we get the plutonium, and now we head back to the casino to talk to the painting from the SpongeBob SquarePants intro. Looking for Percuous Flotsam and useful jets? I don't know what he's saying, but I'm just gonna assume he's trying to sell me drugs. No wonder SpongeBob looks like that now. So we ask him about rubber waters, and he says he lost them in a pond, which is all dried up now. And I guess he just never bought a replacement. Could I not just get some from the pawn shop? Although given their prices, it'll probably cost like 8 billion simoleons, and a copy of Season 5 of Friends. So we now have to go to where the pond used to be, which is behind the factory, which is in a desert. How is there a big pond in a desert? Anyway, we scoop up the waters, and now we're off for our final task. Grabbing some spines of a cactus. Only the cactus is pointy and sharp, so it gives Prick a stomachache for some reason. You passed out. I mean, I know cactuses are sharp, but how do you pass out from that? So Daddy Big Bucks cares so much about my well-being that he scolds me for dropping our weightings. Our weightings have fallen thanks to that little death scene you pulled. The death scene? It's a cactus. Who was going to expect me to die to a cactus? Audiences want a strong hero, not a weedy little twerp that passes out all the time. I mean, I don't know how many people would change the channel just because the main character passed out. How insecure do you have to be like, oh, the main character showed weakness? This hurts my masculinity. I must not watch anymore. Where's my emergency footage of cool, badass, muscular guys? So we actually need to go to the pawn shop in order to buy some heavy work gloves. What kind of a black market shop are you running here? But we have no choice but to buy the extremely rare collectible work gloves. Though these stereos do also look pretty nice. In 2 different colors as well. I don't know which one I like more. But no. The world is in danger from dangerous mole people. There's only one thing I can buy right now. Damn it, this is not the time to call! Okay, they eventually gave up. Thank God. It's probably Penelope asking where the hell I am. Unfortunately, no, we don't have enough money for the work gloves. For some reason. So we're gonna have to go kill some chickens with Bigfoot. Now we have enough for the work gloves. These guys are selling suits of armor now. For nearly 4,000 simoleons. I mean, at least that makes somewhat more sense, like this could be a really old, extremely rare knight's outfit. What makes less sense is this stuffed penguin, that cost 1,000 simoleons. For that price, I want a real penguin. But now that we have the gloves, we can safely touch the cactus without any tummy aches. As we get this long-winded description of Prick grabbing the cactus with his work gloves on. Is this an extract from the Sims 2 novel? But now that we have everything Lord Mole asked for, we can get stopped by Daddy Big Bucks for a commercial. The world is about to end, and you're more concerned about your own profit? Actually, that sounds about right. So now we have to get eaten by a can of cola again. Lovely. Come here, hurry up, get out of the line of sight. I mean, if I'm already in their line of sight, they're probably gonna see me anyway, going in here. Show me the stuff, Prick. Oh, hey, I'm not on the same stuff you and SpongeBob are on. So now we have to give the stuff to Lord Mole to distract him from Penelope capturing him. So we talk to Lord Mole, and as we're about to give him the stuff, Penelope comes out alone and unarmed. What exactly was your plan here? Like, what if he had a gun? And now we have a little dilemma. So we can side with Lord Mole, or side with Penelope. Is it me and the very survival of the human race? Or Lord Mole, as a life as a slave in their endless sunless tunnels? Now, when you put it like that, being a slave doesn't sound good at all. But what's even worse is the survival of the human race. I'm picking Lord Mole. See, I even get a postcard. World Armageddon is worth it for that. Penelope is of course pissed off, and Lord Mole asked me to hold her off. And the way we do that is by playing whack-a-mole. With FBI agents as the mole. I'm not kidding. You're playing whack-a-mole with FBI agents coming out of the halls. Is this how FBI handles every interaction? Oh, who the hell is calling me? This is a bad time. I'm in the process of hitting government agents in the head with a shovel. Once that's done, Lord Mole explains the stuff is not for the death of humanity, but some digging device. That's kind of a letdown. And with that, the episode is done. Oh, come on, you don't like anything. Well, with that episode complete, I think we'll end it here. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, feel free to subscribe. There will of course be more of this game, so keep an eye out for that. And with that, take care. And don't go fainting on any cacti.